my solo pod. When I really unleash.
Okay, scoot a little. Your butt.
And oop.
Greetings, Internet. Welcome to But I'm Still a Good Person by Vince Nicholas. I'm Vince Nicholas. I'm joined by my sparkling wifey, Carolyn Nicholas.
Hello.
Hello, honey. Thank you for joining me in our bedroom for our little presentation here. Okay, so you went on a hike with Lennox. Where did you go and how was it, darling?
We went to Hidden Falls Regional Park, which is up in Auburn, and it was fantastic.
How long did you hike?
We ended up hiking for a full 5 hours.
That's crazy.
That was a lot longer than I expected us to last.
Okay.
But Lennox wanted to just keep going, so we just kept on going. There's tons of trails, and we didn't stick to just one. Sometimes a trail would intersect with another, and so we kept hopping over from trail to trail. He wanted to go like as far north and as far like the furthest that was possible. So we did that. At most intersections of the trails, there's a map, so you can kind of check. It says you are here. You can see where you're at, and that was helpful.
Did you ever did you ever feel lost or potential? Was there danger?
I did feel lost. Only at one point, at the very end, we got right back. We were super close to the parking lot, but we took a wrong turn, and we ended up meandering on these trails. Right, we knew we were close to the parking lot, but we couldn't get. We were just trees all around us. We couldn't find how to get out, so we ended up going like an additional 45 minutes at the end there.
Holy Toledo!
And I was so beat. My feet were killing me, and it was a lot of uphill.
Lots of incline, lots of decline.
Yeah, that was the only time we really were lost, and I wasn't scared, but I was so tired by that point that I was so ready for the parking lot. We did have one other kind of scary thing happen. We were out. This was when we were at like the most far out trail that's possible, like the most remote away from the groups of people.
The lawless, borderless tribal region.
And it was really wooded and like shady. And all of a sudden Lennox says, "I see a cow." And I was like, "What?" He was up a little further ahead than I was. So I caught up to him. And there was a herd of cows right by the trail just grazing in the grass. We stared at them for a minute. I didn't know if they were going to charge at us. We didn't make eye contact. We were afraid.
You were frightened?
I was scared.
Scared of cows? I could see like a cow not in the farm environment or the farm ecosystem. That would be a little unnerving. But I don't know about being scared of cows, honey. I mean, they just stand there and eat all day, and then they get tired and they sit down, and then they stand up and start eating again, and they're pooping the entire time.
I've never encountered one in the wild, like right up close to me with no barrier between us.
Yeah,
and I guess they just eat a lot, but I don't know. I don't know anything about cows. I literally thought they could potentially like charge at us.
Well, it's a cow, not a bull, strong like bull.
I don't know. They did just look at us a little bit, and then they went right back to their food. So we were okay. Yeah. But the first couple minutes, we were kind of scared. And then we kept walking, and about a half hour later, we came across another group of cows just doing the same thing.
Yeah. Well, like in Tommy Boy, Chris Farley took Rob Lowe cow tipping, and that's why cow tipping is a thing, because they just sit there.
They're just docile.
Yeah, they're hecka chill, and then you bump into them and knock them in mud. I don't know. I get all my knowledge from the movies. But overall, how'd you feel the next day? How were your legs? How were your knees? How were your feetsies? I
was beat up. I was literally limping. I went to work the next day. I was in the office, and it was like embarrassing.
Yeah.
I took medicine. I couldn't get comfortable. I didn't go on a walk barely. I just like walked to the bathroom and did like a lap around the building. It was.
I said, honey, how about you take the weekend off and just heal thyself?
No, I felt like, I don't know. On the other hand, I didn't want to I felt like I had to move a little to like loosen up my muscles or whatever.
Was water a factor? Any of the elements? Did you hop? Did you jump?
There was 2 waterfalls,
Wow.
and there was there was a water hole that people were in, like kind of kids were swimming and stuff. I took off my shoes, I put my feet in. Me and Lennox sat there for a little bit and just like looked around.
Yeah.
It was really nice.
Yeah.
It was great. And even though I was very sore and in pain, it was worth it. And I like doing that kind of exercise where you're outside, you're in nature. Like my body felt good. It was a good kind of hurt.
How was the difficulty level? Were you like swinging on vines like that video game Pitfall? 1 to 10, how difficult was it?
We stuck to the easy and moderate trails.
Okay.
So yeah, that's another cool thing. It tells you each trail on the map. You can see the distance if you stick to that one and the difficulty level.
Yeah.
We didn't go to the difficult. We stayed more easy.
Cool. That's like when you go skiing and you're like, this is a bunny slope and this is a triple black diamond or whatever. Are you guys going to go again? Does Len want to go again?
Yeah, we had a really good time, and we are going to go somewhere. I've been collecting trails, like stuff that's like within a couple hours from us.
Yeah.
So I would like to take him someplace else. This place was only an hour from Sacramento.
Yeah.
It was perfect.
When you encounter a super easy one with a gorgeous waterfall, after 45 seconds of walking, me and Luna are in.
Okay.
Count us in, sign us up. So you recently reached your 20-year work anniversary at your current gig, honey. Congratulations.
Thanks.
You got a work pin. Wow, really? And then they give you like a website, right?
Yes. There's you get a gift, a complimentary item, and you get to pick. So there's a website you can go to and choose your item, and then they mail it to your house.
Yeah. And
they do this for the 15-year anniversary, which I had 5 years ago, and I got to do it again for my 20-year.
Yeah, 15-year. We butted heads because I wanted for you to get a cast iron pan because, I don't know, it looks cool hanging from the ceiling in your kitchen on HGTV. But I was imagining cooking steaks on that bad boy. And yeah, they're a pain in the butt to clean, but we could figure it out. But what you won because, well, it's your 15 years. What did you get, honey?
Well, let me just first of all say that I didn't want the cast iron because I thought I'm never going to use it.
Yeah.
So what I opted for instead was
this is getting good.
Was a garlic press.
Yes.
Which I have never opened. It's still in the box.
Yeah.
Worst choice of gift ever.
The unused, unloved garlic press.
Full of regret. As soon as I got it, I knew I had made the wrong choice.
Yeah. Well, even with the cast iron, I knew there was value in there. And yeah, it was probably a cheap one, $20-$30. But a garlic press, you can get at Dollar Tree.
I know. What was I thinking?
So it sits right next to our unused waffle maker. I don't know, honey. But this time I had to make up for it, and I did better. I think I did better this time. Yeah, you took my input more.
Right. I picked earrings this time around.
Yeah.
And they're pink opal stud earrings.
Yeah.
They're very simple. They're very pretty.
Yeah.
I almost went with the watch because I've been wanting a watch for a while now.
Yeah, yeah.
And there was a very kind of basic, plain-looking silver women's watch. That was a choice.
Yeah. Well, we went through the website together. What was the website? It was like peopleareverything.com.
People are everything.
.com. It was like, okay, you're making me feel worthless and insignificant. But some of the things you could have gotten for your 20-year anniversary is a clothes iron, and I was like, who's picking an iron? That's another $10, $15 item you can get. You could also get a can opener. I was like, okay. That's along with the garlic press.
Yeah, right. I wanted to stay away from all kitchen appliances because of my big mistake 5 years ago.
And then there was also a salt lamp available. You like the salt lamp aesthetic, right?
I do, but I already have a salt lamp.
Right.
I don't need to.
Do those actually have salt? Do they have healing powers, or is it just like a light bulb inside of an orange thing or whatever?
The rock is a salt rock.
Okay.
And they allegedly do
healing
something?
powers.
Cleanse the air?
Are you sure about what I eat?
No.
But that goes along with your whole, you like gems and rocks and
Yes.
geodes, right?
I sure do.
They also had a karaoke machine. Dude, we could be killing it. Jim Carrey, Cable Guy style. The one time we did karaoke at Rockies in Citrus Heights, we sang Backstreet Boys, I Want It That Way, and we killed it. They gave us 2 mics. We brought the house down. The karaoke DJ was like, "You guys want to go again? You guys want to go again?" No. We went out on a high note. But
Leave him wanting more.
yeah, exactly. That's show business, people. I think the karaoke machine would have been good. I just wanted to Google the price of everything and let's get the most expensive thing. Another thing was the massage gun because we're old, we're always in pain, and the I thought would be a good selection. But yeah, you were about to pick the watch, but I said there's nothing really girly about it. It looks very plain, but the earrings are nice. But the desire of you wanting a watch, I was like, okay, well, we'll get you a watch. And then hop on Amazon. We got you Anne Klein, which is probably a made-up brand by some third-party vendor on Amazon. And I thought it looked fine. It was silver, a little blingy, a little sparkly, and we got it. And I didn't like it when we got it.
I didn't like it either.
Yeah.
It pictured better than it was in person.
Yeah.
So,
and even on the Amazon page, it said, this is returned a lot. So we returned it. And then I hopped on Walmart.com, searched around, and I found you a nice watch. And it's from a certain celebrity. So Walmart has deals with various celebrities. Paris Hilton, Ree Drummond,
Becky G.
Drew Barrymore's a huge one. Her beautiful line. It's actually really nice. We have their...
Yeah, the kettle.
Oh, yeah, the kettle. So which Instagram influencer, celebrity watch did I get you, honey?
Jessica Simpson.
Yeah.
And actually, she has a shoe line also. Her shoes are cute.
Yeah.
I everything I've seen from her products line has been pretty cute.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah.
And we got the watch.
She's not cute anymore. Am I right?
We actually got the watch,
Yeah.
and in person, it's really pretty.
Yeah.
I'm very happy with it. So it's way better than the free one I could have got.
Yeah, it was $22. The Anne Klein one was also $22. Sent that back. So you got your blingy watch, your blingy silver watch.
Can't wait to wear it with my opal earrings.
It's a conversation piece. Yo, remember the honeymoon? What was in their Newlyweds?
Newlyweds.
Remember that song? I could with my T-shirt on.
Yeah.
With you.
The only thing is her name is really big on the face of the watch. It kind of stands out.
Good.
But maybe I should be proud.
Yeah.
I support Jessica Simpson.
Yeah.
She's newly divorced.
Oh,
she needs us to support her and buy her products.
Yeah. What happened to that? Eric Johnson. So a few trash crimes we're going to admit to here, people. We threw away Judy's own 6-foot wooden, rickety, frightening ladder in our trash can. It stuck out a few feet.
So embarrassing.
Now, so our trash day is Friday. I take stuff out on Thursday just to get it out there because location. I want to make sure we get the prime location for trash day. I took stuff out Thursday morning with our ladder sticking hecka out of our trash bin on a Thursday morning, honey. What do you think about that?
I asked you to wait till Friday morning,
but
you forgot or something. So you took it out Thursday, and I was like, oh, we have to live for 24 hours with our neighbors knowing. I feel like they know that's us. Or they know that you are the guy that puts your trash out early.
Yeah.
That's your reputation.
Yeah.
So I was worried people were going to get mad, call Waste Management, complain.
Yeah.
It was, we always talk crap about people that overflow their trash and the lids are sticking up.
Yeah. It was gauche. It was horrible. I just had a complete brain toot, And I'm like, when I take trash out, I'm just on autopilot. It's 5:30 in the morning or whatever. It's in the dark. I'm doing my thing. Yeah, and it sat there for 24 hours at least. But I feel like people overflow their stuff all the time, and we do it once in a while.
Yeah. I guess it's better than like a bag of trash that's like, a bunch of pieces of trash that could fall out. It's just one item.
Yeah.
A ladder that's not going to fall and be a mess.
Yeah. Is that what you're going to tell the waste management Gestapo when they fine us? Although if they fine us, because the fine is $19 and something cents, that's like if you call a junk hauler to come over, they charge like $60 for stuff.
Yeah, I won't even be mad. It'll have been worth it because we needed to get rid of that thing.
Well, if we do get a letter, I will fight it. I I will protest, and I'll be like, oh, some rando threw it in there. Oh, I never seen it before. And then what are they going to do? Pull me to the Supreme Court? Yeah, let's. We need to practice our Q&A, our interrogation.
We need to get our stories straight.
Right. Here's my story. Oh, a ladder, you say? What's a ladder? So our trash is out there, and then I actually took out Lennox's trash on Friday, and so I take it out, and I see a waste management truck on the other side of the street, and I think, well, I don't want to throw this in our trash, and he'll see it, and so I was like, okay, well, I'll throw it into a neighbor's trash can, and then I opened the lid, threw it into the neighbor's trash can. It was completely empty. Like, they had already picked up that specific trash, that genre of trash or whatever. So I threw Lennox's trash into an empty neighbor's trash can.
Oh, no.
Yeah. I felt bad, but people throw stuff into our trash can all the gosh
Yes,
dang time.
all the time.
Another thing I noticed was the waste management picking up organics. They have a truck dedicated to it. Hardly anyone puts out the brown organics bin. That's a waste. I realize that's in their name, waste management, but that is literally a waste of gas.
Such a waste.
Environmental destruction.
Yeah, it's totally counterproductive to the organic recycling program they've got going on. I wonder how many neighbors like us have their little brown can that just sits in the corner of the garage and never goes out or never gets used.
100%. They should have a guy on a bike going around collecting the brown, which is few and far between. Lennox wants to get rid of his floor lamp, or he's gotten rid of it. That thing is tall. It's about 6 feet. And it's your typical floor lamp. It's skinny but tall. Can I throw that into our trash, into the neighbor's trash? What's our strategy there?
We got away with getting rid of the ladder, so you can do whatever you want now.
I'm going to throw it into our neighbor's.
I would feel more comfortable if we could like disassemble it somehow. I think it's the kind that twists.
Yeah, you unscrew it.
Then then it's half its height.
Yeah.
Then it's in pieces.
Yeah. But I ain't doing all that.
Why not?
And then, because, why? It's their job to take out the trash. Here's the trash. And then we got rid of your giant wicker basket. I wanted to put it on top of our trash can.
Like, shut the lid of the trash can and just set it on top?
Yeah. Yeah, dude.
That's okay.
Should we do that? Could we do that?
Heck no.
I don't know. Actually, I saw when I was watching the waste management folk, they tipped over a trash can, like the machine arm or whatever slammed it down and it fell over, and the guy got out of his little cab and straightened it.
Oh, that's nice.
I was like, okay, but we see so many trash cans.
There's every single week there's a trash can on its side in the road.
Yeah. So I don't know. I'm not sure what's going on there, but I appreciated that guy. So those are some of our trash crimes. Our towel game, honey. I've been wanting to up our towel game. I wanted to start with our bathroom towels, but you're okay with our bathroom towels.
Yeah, I think they're in decent condition. We haven't had them too long. I think we got them around the time we got married.
Yeah. And then, but we got some kitchen. You wanted to up our towel game in the kitchen.
Yes, none of our kitchen towels match. They're all super ratty. I think they're all secondhand from my mom, or you had them from your bachelor days,
AKA Dollar Tree. Yeah.
Yeah. They were ratty and falling apart.
Yeah, they were not. They didn't speak highly of the lifestyle, of the posh lifestyle we live. So we tried. Did you get rid of all of them, or most of them?
I kept a few.
Okay.
I kept one that I still like, even though it's old. And I kept a couple because when I clean the kids' shower, I use a few dishcloths to do that.
You need ratty.
Yes, exactly.
We got 6. They're like orange and white striped. They're nice. Got those towels. And then we also got new pillows. Well, going back to Walmart, Becky G, who is a singer and actress, most famous for the 2017 Mighty Morphin Power Rangers remake.
I love that movie.
You watched that with the kids back
Yes, we saw it in the theater.
Becky G, I started looking at her line, and she had a couple little pillows. We have giant pillows. I don't know why. We have 4 giant pillows.
Right, on the couch.
Yeah. On the couch. Wanted to get rid of 2. And we got these Becky G. They're smaller. They're from her Cabana line. And we got them from Walmart on Saturday. And I'm looking at them, and one of them has a tiny hole, and a little bit of the innards is coming out, the stuffing. So I go on Walmart.com and point click, and I say, I want to return this. And I was like, well, I'll return both of them because whatever. I don't want one of them who's sitting here. So return to, point click. Bam. Your refund is in process. No need to return those pillows. And I was like, oh yeah. They were $12 each, dude.
Wow.
We got $24 in Becky G pillows. Faux free. I like them.
Yeah, I like them too.
They liven up the place.
They do.
They scream Cabana. I feel like I'm at the pool at the Beverly Hills Hilton Hotel. So the giant red ones, I also want to downgrade the small ones. They're just huge, and they're not soft, and they're not fluffy. They're not comfortable. Although they are your bedroom pillows. You bring them in here every night to prop up your laptop.
It's like my book stand, my laptop stand, my back support.
Multi-purpose.
But our living room just needed a little change, like a few changes to kind of rejuvenate it.
Yeah. Well, I went to Lowe's recently, and man, the envy I have walking through there, like, we need new blinds. Thanks, Frankie. We need new carpet. Thanks, Frankie. I want a new couch. I want recessed lighting. I want everything. And I can't have nothing because we have a gosh dang cat. Speaking of Frankie Blue Nicholas, our terrified weirdo of a cat, he's been meowing like crazy lately.
Yeah, incessantly.
Just off the chain, out of pocket, unhinged, just meow, meow, meow. You looked into it, honey. You did the old Google, or did you Bing it? What'd you find?
The main 2 reasons your cat will be meowing a lot is either something medical is going on and you should take them to the vet.
Don't care.
Or they're just doing it for attention.
Yeah.
And you're supposed to ignore them.
Yeah.
Don't give them any attention. And then when they start being quiet, then you can start paying them attention so that you're not rewarding the meowing behavior.
No problem. I'll ignore his medical condition, and I'll ignore his constant whining. Yeah, well, you're not supposed to feed him, right? Because then he'll be like, oh, when I whine for 18 minutes at a time, then I'll get food. I don't know. It's a phase. It's a phase?
I think so.
Good. Hope so. Pray so. You recently took your mom to an old movie, a 20-year-old movie, honey. Can you tell us more about your little mommy-daughter date?
My mom and I went to see Pride and Prejudice. It was re-released for its 20th anniversary. And she and I went to the Tower Theater on Broadway.
How are the seats? Do they have recliners yet?
No, I think they're the original seats.
Ow, my back hurts already.
she and I saw this movie also at Tower Theater when it was first released 20 years ago. So I thought it would be fun for us to go back. Mm-hmm. And we both love that movie. It's one we've both rewatched a lot, and we both have read the book a lot. And it was a really fun mom-daughter date. We went to get a bite of food before the movie. I wanted to keep it with kind of the English theme, so I picked the restaurant, and we went to Streets of London here in West Sacramento.
Yeah.
That was the closest I could come to like some sort of English-themed food restaurant.
Sounds perfect.
Yes, it was a great day.
How was the food? How was the service? Because we went there in the beginning of COVID, and it was not busting.
Yeah, we went during. Yeah, it was totally closed. We were the only people there. We had to get like takeaway containers.
Yeah, that was when they didn't have plates, and I ordered something, mashed potatoes or something, and they gave it to me in a styrofoam container that you get when you go to the frickin' deli at Rayleigh's, and I was like, wow, this is some ambiance you got going here.
That was odd circumstances. So we haven't been back since.
Right.
But now it's back to normal. We ate inside. It totally looks like an English pub. It's very authentic. The food is great. It's really good. My mom got a bacon, lettuce, tomato, Swiss, and avocado sandwich. And she also got a cup of soup, like a lentil chili kind of soup.
A sandwich at a restaurant? Really, Liz?
I almost got a sandwich too. I almost got the I almost got a French dip because a sandwich is so good. Yeah, and I know your diatribe that you can make that yourself.
Yeah, they're simple to make at home.
But I don't make them at home. I don't want to make them at home. Okay. I want to be served. I want to be my food prepared and cooked for me. So I am pro sandwich at a restaurant.
But
I ended up going with the meatloaf, which came with mashed potatoes and gravy and some cooked vegetables. It was so good.
And then you guys got some dessert.
We shared an apple tart, which came with also vanilla ice cream and caramel sauce. Oh my gosh, it was amazing. The service was really slow because there was literally one person working. And she was doing all the food, all the drinks at the bar, clearing the tables, and it was kind of busy. So we waited a long time, but it ended up being okay, and it was fabulous food.
And then Pride and Prejudice, was it everything you dreamed it would, or remembered it being, or did you enjoy it?
Yeah, I loved it. I love that movie.
And those tickets were $10 each?
They were $12 or $14 each.
Okay. Gotcha. Is that something you want to start doing, going to see 20-year-old movies in uncomfortable seats, honey?
Absolutely. I love Tower Theater. I used to go there a lot, and I want to start going again. I know you don't have to come with me. I'll just take myself on a solo date.
Okay. Sounds good. Speaking of your mom, we went to your parents for Easter. She made a roast, and I like a roast, and then you throw potatoes and carrots in there. Yeah, I'm here for it. But it was just like the plain meat, and I was like, ooh, I feel like caveman. I really liked it. Did you get the recipe, honey?
I did. It's very secret. I can't share it here.
Oh, Fisher family secret. We'll tell you the recipe on our Patreon. And then she made something called funeral potatoes. Can you tell us more about what those are and the history of them?
This is a classic Mormon LDS staple, that is served at potlucks and get-togethers. And it's like a potato casserole. I don't know exactly what it has in it. Cheese, some sort of creamy, something that makes it creamy and saucy. And then it's topped with like a crunchy top. I think it's like cornflakes that are like crunched up and broken up. And you bake it, and it's just a fabulous casserole.
Yeah. I had a bite of yours because I'm low carb, and I've been this way for 72 hours now. It's a lifestyle. It really is. But yeah, it was really good. Very indulgent, but I definitely liked it. And then, so your brothers were warm. It was kind of a warm day yesterday, but I wasn't warm, which is weird because I'm always hot and I'm always sweaty. I'm actually sweating right now, but we're about to get a new AC pod coming soon on that. But Brandon and Cameron were like, "Can we turn on the AC?" So your parents closed up everything, turned on the AC, and it kicked on right away, and it got cool really quickly. And your dad was sitting there, and your dad said, wow, this is the first time we've turned on the AC since we got it. They got a new system like a year and a half ago, whatever. And I was like, what? He's like, yeah, we just, it's usually 80, and it's fine at 80. And I was like, ugh, 80 sounds terrible to me, Alan. But then on the other side, he said, when it's cold, they don't turn on the heater. So like when it's cold, Liz just says, oh, just put on a sweater, Alan. And to the point that he sometimes goes to bed with a hoodie on. I was like, what the heck? But that reminds me of my mom, who has like the SDG power rate chart up on her kitchen wall or whatever. She'll do laundry and run the dryer at 2 a.m. because rates are lower. So
yeah, just saving money.
Yeah,
cut corners where you can.
Yeah, is that what we have to look forward to? We kind of do that already. Although we do get PG&E reports, and it's like, you used a lot of energy at blank 2 to 6 p.m. and it's like, okay.
I know. I try to be conservative about our energy use. I'm always surprised when we get those reports in the mail every now and then. Like, wow, we're using more than I realize.
Yeah.
You know what I've been wishing lately for is a clothesline in a backyard.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's like kind of a throwback retro thing.
Yeah.
I would love to dry our clothes out in the sunshine.
Yeah. We can't do that now.
We could just hang them up on our patio.
Clotheslines on our...
Yes.
Yeah. Not many clothes are going to dry there.
The spider webs are out there too, and they're the bird poop and...
Oh, yeah. I see those things in the movies, and like it's always like a woman's hands like stroking the cotton clothes as the sun shines through.
It's so cinematic.
Yeah. But that ain't happening.
Okay.
Well, when we do get our HVAC, hopefully it's going to change our lives. Kathy Bailey, I talked to her for 16 minutes about air conditioning, and she said her bills went down dramatically. So
I expect nothing less for us. That's
what we're hoping. Dramatic savings, and to be able to keep it a cool 66 all summer long. Am I right, honey?
No, that sounds horrible.
115 outside.
I'll be wearing a hoodie.
66 on the inside. Alrighty. Where are we done, honey?
Yeah.
Okay, well, if I can leave you with this quote from Donut House. Thank you for purchasing the bike. Have a nice day and good mood. Well, that's the end of the program. It's been fun, but not really. Let's all try a little harder next time. Like, comment, subscribe, follow, review, and rate. Or don't. Do whatever you want. You're a grown-up. Make your own decisions. Do what's best for your family. Please be sure to use our promo code for Becky G. I love her line. I was looking at a bunch of stuff. Not everything is great, but it's got some nice stuff. And who would expect Becky G? Like, she's, no offense, Becky, but you're no Drew Barrymore. You're no Ree Drummond. You're no Rachel Ray, but she's got some stuff. I like the line. We don't have a promo code for Becky G. Goodbye, my parasocial podcast friends. I love you. My wife and I love you. We hope you have a good day today and tomorrow. And sure, we may have a forever dormant garlic press in our cupboard. Should we give it away? Should we sell it?
Yeah, as soon as that was my thought. I'm like, someday one of my nieces or nephews will get married, and that will be their wedding gift.
Or Christmas gift.
White elephant.
Yeah. Now we're talking. But we're still a good person, and we're still good people. Thank you for caring. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for listening. We hope you have a wonderful day / night. Bye-bye.
And oop.
We got chicken.
Is that crispy, juicy tender? I can't eat no longer. And oop.